Hello, welcome to the Matrix. I'm taking over your reality. I'm just kidding. Okay, today I will be giving you a bit of lesson in grease pencil. So I will be doing it in real time using Blender. So just let's get started. So if you open your Blender and your Blender looks like this without any interface, that means someone is doing a prank on you. I think in the past the hotkey was Alt F10, but in recent version you can actually use Control Option Spacebar. So that gives you the menu up there. Sometimes the menu is actually hidden, so you don't have the file menu. You can right click and get this menu back. And you want to get all the panels back, so N T, of course, that gives you the side panel. And normally you want to actually have the bottom panel. So where is it? Show the tool setting. Well, I can't get the bottom menu back, but anyway, let's get started with our drawing using grease pencil. So you want to get that panel on the side. Normally you want to have the properties panel, and you also want to have the outliner. And today I want to do a bit of grease pencil, and so I will create a grease pencil, and I will also have the timeline just in case I need to have multiple keyframes. So I'm gonna show you an interesting exercise. With the grease pencil being selected, go to draw, and you want to draw on the surface. So let's start doing that. But you also want to have materials, because otherwise the brush strokes is not really visible. And I think sometimes you also want to have the tool settings, right? And the strengths, you want to set it up to 100% in this case. So what I will do is just simply drawing and tracing my face. So let's actually do that. So I try to be as still as possible. As you can see, so now there's a bit of lag. Between my face and the actual augmentations in Blender. Ideally, it should be running in real time, so this show can be a little bit better. Okay, so that's actually one drawing done. I'm gonna move to the next one. This is actually an interesting exercise. You can do it in any with any 3D mesh objects. Maybe you grab it from Sketchfab and then you just start tracing it using grease pencil. It's like it's actually a really good exercise. I think it's very meditative. I highly recommend it. You don't need to do it with a real-time face like this because it's gonna be kind of heavy on your computer. But yeah, so I'll try to go to another pose. Yeah, you can see my computer is a bit lagging at this point, but we're gonna continue. Try not to blink too much. Well, actually, I switch off my eye detections, so it doesn't distract me too much while I'm drawing and sketching using this pencil. And you might notice that I'm actually using just my mouse to do this grease pencil sketching. It's actually quite a nice exercise. So you will have to click a lot. If you have like a Wacom tablet, it's gonna be so much easier. So yeah, okay, at this point my head is actually super lagging, but our creations, it's actually done. So you can see in just a few seconds. Let me actually select the grease pencil object. I turn on the selection and select in first. Well, actually select the grease pencil and then move it into a new collections and hide everything else. So this is a quick creations that I made simply by tracing my head. In the near future, like if everyone have access to like VR tools and stuff, I believe this is gonna be more common. So everyone will be drawing virtually, and I don't have access to VR stuff at the moment. I only have my iPhone and iPad, and I can capture my head in real time, in almost real time sometimes. But yeah, and I think this is a really interesting demonstrations of what you can do in the future. I'm using okay, this is my head, this is the grease pencil. I just move it to the side, and you can see this is the grease pencil actually drawing the sketch in 3D, and it has multiple keyframe. And I know there are few tools out there that's using VR, and you can actually paint in VR space, like in virtual space, and you can draw in 3D and make a sculpt. And I think that's really quite futuristic in a way. So with what I'm doing here, of course, it's just a interesting demonstration. It's very basic stuff, but you can set it up using simply your laptop. I'm using old MacBook Pro, and I have, as long we have Blender installed on Mac, and then you can really set up something like this very easily and very quickly. Of course, you need to have like at least iPhone 10 to do this kind of setup. But yeah, I'm using the add-on. The add-on I'm using is actually the mum add-on from the creator of Add OSC and also Node OSC. So without recording, this is actually real time. And then if you ever want to go full screens like this, it's possible. And yeah, it's very interesting. And you can do drawings like this. Maybe you want to keep the timeline, but anyway, you can go maximize full screen, control option spacebar, and maybe you can do a bit of drawing like that. I'm gonna try. So full screen, right? Full screen, no distractions, and simply go to different timeline and continue drawing. Try to keep my head as stable as possible. So currently, okay, with Apple AR stuff, they can actually do like a motion tracking, but you need a certain device, and then also you need an app to track your body motions, but it doesn't really track hand yet. I'm hoping that maybe this year sometimes we're gonna have the AR tracking for hands, so we can actually sketch and do a tracing of hands in real time. I mean, it would be really cool and really nice exercise if you ever have trouble in drawing hands. You can actually use Sketchfab with a hand pose and then try to trace the hands like that. But anyway, something with actually being able to draw and sketch your own 3D head, that's kind of appealing for me. All right, hopefully you find this interesting. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.